Good afternoon, it's Darren Dance from ATB with this week's update on the 20th of September. Let's start with last week's results. 7 runners, 3 seconds. You wouldn't believe it, would you? You'd think one of them could have won. But let's go through them. First off, let's talk about Platelet's second at Moonee Valley. What a fantastic run to run Bell Sprinter, probably one of the best sprinters going around at the moment, to a half a length, and hit the line very strong in a weight for age race. We came home that night as if we'd won the race. When a horse comes off winter form, you're never quite sure whether they're going to measure up in the spring, but she's such a genuine, honest mare, and she gives her all, and we came home happy and proud. I spoke to Jason Warren, the trainer of Bell Sprinter, after the race, and he said that Bell Sprinter was, going particularly well, and the last 100 he caught Platelet out of the corner of his eye, and he saw her hitting the line and he thought, oh no. But I'll tell you what, she ran super, and she's gone to another level, and we're very proud of that mare, and we're very happy for all the owners in her, and just look forward to her next race in a couple of weeks. She's going super. Second, half a length. Fantastic. Others to run second, Mumbai at Kilmore on Tuesday. Unlucky not to win. The Peter Moody trained, just beaten, maybe 100 mil, 4 inches. Little bit of, had to come from behind, probably 6 or 7 off him at the corner. Came out wide, Luke Nolan punched her out and just got a little bit of interference in the straight, and it was probably the difference between winning and losing. She'll go to town next start, midweek race, and then she'll go to the paddock and be set for the autumn. She's quite a nice stayer in the making, Mumbai. The other one to run second was Hexorius, the Matthew Williams trained horse, up at Casterton on Sunday. He was only having his second start over 1400 as Blinker's first time, and that track was just a little bit tight for him. He got unbalanced on the corner and took a while to get his momentum going, and once he did, he hit the line quite well to run second. So he's a horse on the way up, and one to watch going forward. Of the others, Schwarzens in the first race there at Casterton on Sunday was quite a nice run. Once again, just looking for further, hit the line well on a tight track to run fourth, and she just needs 1200 and a bigger track. Lovely Schwarzier filly, big strider, similar to a Hexorius, just more ground, bigger track, and they'll be winning soon, I can tell you that. Shiny Buttons, 6th in the JRA at Moonee Valley on Saturday. Nice run. He's had a great prep. 11 runs this time. Credit to Darren Weir and the team for getting him to do that. Second preparation. Gone to the paddock now. Glenn Boss just said he was stirred up before the run and just pulled throughout. Done a good job to run 6th, and he'll be better next preparation. We might aim him towards the Warrnambool Cup, so he's in the paddock now. He's come home in good order, and we'll get him back and try and aim him probably third up at the Warrnambool Cup if he gets his rating up high enough to get a start. But I think there's some good staying races in him in the autumn. Magnus Bell was in at Echuca on Saturday, 1200, Blinker's first time. Run 5th, was there to the last 100, probably just can't run out a strong 1200 at this stage of her career. Needs to go back to probably 1100. Little bit tricky, she's a very fast filly, just needs to get an easy lead and be left alone, and I think she'll win one, and I think we need to try and win that race and get her to paddock, and she'll come back bigger and stronger next time. But she's got ability, but she's probably just at this stage still learning, not quite sure how to quicken under pressure, and was a better run than the one at Geelong from a wide gate. And I think there's a race in her this time if we can just find the right set of circumstances. And once again, Darren Weir's pretty good at doing that. The other run of the run was Rock Jester up in Darwin. He ran 7th and never really got into the race over 1,000. Probably too short. Got burnt off early and ran on okay to run 7th. But we'll get him out to 1,200 in a couple of weeks, and he won't be far off another win in Darwin in the off-season up there. Looking at this weekend, we're off to Caulfield on Saturday. Haven't got a lot of runners over the next week, but some interesting ones. Rue Maple goes around in the How Now Stakes, Group 3 for mares on Saturday. Dwayne Dunn on board. Just drawn that wonderful gate, 15. What a nightmare. But anyway, you play the cards you dealt. We'll ride her back. We're going to ride her quiet, tuck in behind them and see if she can finish off over 1,200. We've been tempted to try her over 1,400 for probably 12 months now. And I think, she's a genuine mare. little bit probably shorter top class, and over 1200. So it'll be interesting on Saturday just to see as she goes from gate 15, whether she can, just smother up and unleash some sort of sprint at the end. And we might look at taking her out to 1400 and just seeing what happens. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. But she's been a great mare for us over the years, and she still sound as a bell, and she's honest and consistent, and she'll certainly try hard. At the $19 and $6 a place, she's definitely worth a ticket for the place, particularly the way we're going to ride her at Caulfield. The other runner there is Unusual Suspect in the naturalism over 2,000 metres with Peter Mertens. Drawn gate 1 this time. He flew home last start, only got beat just on 4 lengths, and I was quite happy with that run. I'm not expecting him to win Saturday, but I'm expecting to see a pretty good run. His work's been terrific. Mick Kent's really happy with the horse. Peter Merton sticks with him. He knocked back a couple of other rides. And 2,000 metres, the race is not super strong. There's some nice horses in there. I think we'd like to own half a dozen of them. But I think he'll run well, and he might just impress a few people. Third up will be his go, whether we go to the Bark Cummings 2500 or the Metropolitan in Sydney 2600. That's when we'll be able to attack and ride him forward, as we did in Dubai, and I think that's the key to this horse, is to ride him on the pace. But 2,000 at Caulfield Saturday might just be a little bit sharp, but I don't think we're going to come home disappointed with the horse, and I think we'll find we're right on track for third up. And depending on what happens third up, we'll then decide on his program, whether he goes towards the Caulfield Cup. He needs to really win somewhere to do that, or otherwise we might have to look at something like the Geelong Cup or the Moonee Valley Cup. Not bad races, not bad options, but Unusual Suspect is in good order. On Sunday, we're going to go up to Ballarat. Bear Min's first up. Been waiting quite a while for her to come back. She's down to run. I can tell you now, if it's a wet or slow track, she won't be running. She's hopeless in the wet, and we've timed this preparation to get her back to the track on firm going. Currently, Ballarat's a slow 7, and we had a big storm here a couple of days ago that dumped a lot of water on the track. So, slow 7, hopefully get back to a dead 5 by Sunday, and she'll go around with Michelle Payne, barrier 5. 58 kilos over 1100. It's probably a little bit short for her. Similar sort of preparation to last prep, where she ran super first up to run third, and then came out and won easily at a second start, and we tipped her out, and we had to avoid the winter. And we gave her a trial there a while ago on a wet track, and we just confirmed what we knew, that she's just no good on the wet. So if the track's okay on Sunday, she'll go around, and I think she'll be hitting the line, and I'd be looking out for her second up again. I think she's quite a nice horse, and I think over the summer months she'll be winning her share of races, and I really think she's city class. Also on Sunday, we've got Queen Era running up at Swan Hill. She's third up. Dean Yindle to ride, barrier 12, another shocking gate. 56 kilos. 2 runs in have been okay without setting the world on fire. She'd need to really fire here, otherwise we might be just a bit concerned whether she's come up this preparation. Showed a lot last prep to win her last 2 starts before we put her out, but just going this time. Darren's confident she'll come good. She's well related to 2 group winners, so I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I think by Grand Era she might be looking for a little bit further than what Sunday's got, but you know, you've got to get them out and get them fit to the right journey. So Darren Weir knows what he's doing. So Swan Hill can be a little bit leaderish, but from 12 she'll probably go back, and we'll be looking for her to hit the line pretty well on the weekend. The other runner on Sunday's over in Gawler. Here the speaker, Mark Kavanagh, 1200 metres. Mark Peggers to ride. Once again, barrier 1. This might suit her. She'll probably lead. When she won at Ballarat, she led all the way, second up, and her last run she got beat 5 lengths. It was disappointing, but there was excuses that day, and I think we'd be really expecting her to win Sunday. But there's her work during the week. She's run home in under 23 seconds for the last 400, which should be good enough to be winning a race at Gawler, you'd think. Otherwise we might be in a bit of trouble. So we'll look for her to run a good race. She'll be no flash odds here, the speaker, and she's probably a little bit of a risk, but she should be winning there, surely. On Tuesday, Kyneton, Kaltara goes around. No barriers, no weights yet. It's only early days, but we've got her penciled in for Tuesday at Kyneton. Looking on Monday, we've got trials at Ballarat. So the terrain trials have been cancelled due to the state of the track with the weather. We're having heavy spring rains here. It really does feel like spring at the moment. It's warm some days, it's dry. Today was 22, and then we had a storm through tonight and dumped half an inch on us. And it's that real humid, wet spring conditions that we get down here in Victoria. So we've got a number of trialling on Monday at Ballarat, and we'll be up there to video those and just see how they go. And we'll no doubt update those on YouTube for you to have a look at on Monday night. Of the other news, in the ATB camp, we've just today launched our spring tipping competition in partnership with sept. Sept have been terrific to our organisation. They've offered huge odds on our Melbourne Cup horses, and I'll come to those later. So we've set up a free tipping competition. The emails have gone out today. It's on the front page of our website. Basically, all you need to do is open up a sept account, follow the instructions, or if you're not savvy with the internet, just send an email through, as explained in that brief, to Dean Elliott at sept. He'll set it all up for you, and then once a week, all you got to do on a Saturday or a Friday is go in and select one horse in the feature race that they've nominated. They put a play money of $50 each way. The best tipster each week, you'll be tipping against me. That'll be a bit of a challenge for you. I'm pretty good, you know. So what I expect, each week there'll be a prize for the tipster who gets the winner or the best return. Each month there'll be a better prize, and then right at the end of the season we'll add up and see who's the best, and there'll be a major prize that we'll give away at our Christmas party at Caulfield on the 1st of December, and we'll make that presentation. I can tell you now, it's a pretty exciting prize. So get in there, have a look at the email, set up your account, and they'll let you know tomorrow which race we got to select a horse. That's all you have to do, select one horse in a race that they nominate, and we'll see who can be the best tipster for the next 10 weeks. It should be a bit of fun, a bit of interest, and give us all a reason to have a bit of fun. And we'll update the leaderboard each week on our website, and we'll have a bit of fun with that, I'm sure, especially if I'm out tipping you lot, especially those Collingwood supporters out there. Now, Werribee, October the 6th. We've got a breakfast there starting at 7 o'clock. We're just finalising the numbers now. So if you haven't booked for Werribee on the 6th of October, you want to come along. It starts at 7 o'clock. It's quite early, but you're going to get to see all those international horses that are coming out. They all land here on Grand Final Day. That's the AFL Grand Final Day for you interstaters. And we're going to go down and have a look at them on the Saturday the 6th and watch them all work. And you'll be able to see them in the mounting yard. Horses like Dunedin, American, our own Tacta Bastron and Jackleberry. You'll be able to have a good look at all of them. And we're hoping to get Dean Elliott from Centrebet down there. And we're hoping to get a board up there with some special prices for those who come along. And we'll have breakfast, and then you can go on to the races for Turnbull Stakes Day at Flemington if you like, or you can just go home or go to the pub or whatever you want to do. But I'd like to see a lot of owners down there and have a bit of fun. More details, if you haven't already registered, just send an email through to me, and we'll get you on that breakfast, and it promises to be a bit of fun. Also this week, we put out in our weekly update that our Christmas party's now on sale, December 1st. Saturday, December 1st at Caulfield. That's the day we'd like you to come along and enjoy our Christmas party with us. That's when we announce all our racing awards, Trainer of the Year, Horse of the Year, Jockey of the Year, etc., Owner of the Year, and promises to be a lot of fun. We've got a very good MC this year again, a new MC, and he'll do a very, very good job. And it's always a sellout, so it's limited to 150 people. And I know last year there was a few missed out that were disappointed, so you need to book early to avoid disappointment. Anyway, I guess you're looking for a tip, you're looking for something. I guess just looking at this week's runners, it's a tough weekend with these sort of horses. Rue Maple in a tough race, Unusual Suspect second up, Bearmin first up. Here the speaker's probably no value, so I'm not super keen, but I'd say to you, Rue Maple $6 a place will probably get me. Unusual Suspect at $10 a place fixed with Centrebet will probably get me. I'd have something to win on Here the Speaker, and I'd probably just watch the other two go around.